Yeah, you know, I looked at YouTube at all the data, what the algorithm says, what people want to watch, and I dispensed it all down to a single sentence. You can say that people really just want to see a scruffy-looking middle-aged dude doing basic maintenance on a 2014 Subaru Crosstrek. Say less, you got this. Hey, what we have here is the Subaru Crosstrek, and today we're going to be doing some basic maintenance on it. We're going to do a new engine air filter, a new cabin air filter. We're going to try and clean up the headlights, and we're also going to put in a missing wheel well arch liner. That's it for today. Let's get started. Oh, I'm sorry. I just fell asleep listening to you describe the most boring YouTube video ever. On the Subaru Crosstrek, it's over here, front left. Just gonna pop these clips off right here. And then you can kind of pry it open like so. And right there, the air filter. And this one, I've already had it out before and shook most of the stuff out of it. It's pretty filthy. So we're just gonna toss it. And now we got a new air filter right here, which goes in a certain way probably. I should have checked that before I threw the old one out. Pretty sure this is right here. Boy, that's pretty dirty too, but I don't know. We're only gonna go so deep down the rabbit hole today. And of course, this is kind of everything's in the way, like usual. All right. I'm gonna say maybe that's backwards. We try it the other way. Yeah, had it backwards. This is the part of the video where I'm going to start swearing. Well, that was way harder to get back together than I imagined it would be, but there we go. Air filter successfully installed. Next thing we're going to do is install the air filter for the passenger cabin, which can be found in the glove box. So, to install a new cabin air filter, you're going to open the glove box on your Subaru Crosstrek. And down here on the right, we've got an old damper that just kind of clips over it. And we're going to pop that off pretty easily. It's nice and warm, so the plastic doesn't break. Try this in the wintertime, it'll probably break. And then you got to kind of hold it. There you go. Then you just rip the glove box off the car. That's the next step. And if you look up in here, see this puppy right here is the cabin air filter. You squeeze these, and hold the camera and do that at the same time. Each time you squeeze these little tabs and pull towards you, voila, like that. And there is a very dirty cabin air filter. We're gonna throw that out, get going. Well, I got a new one. Hopefully it's the same size and it fits. And there we have a new one. And it looks like it's the same size and it'll probably fit. So you just reach up in there, push it in the back of the glove box. Feel it kind of just click into place. Bada boom. And you're gonna take the glove box that we previously ripped out of the car accidentally, and you're gonna try and put that back in. Just clips on, you know, thing. Snaps back into place, bada boom. Now we need to put the damper back on the right. We're gonna reach out, and that just slips over. Look at that. Ta-da! Cabin air filter installed. It's a good Subaru. Good Subaru. Alright, we're back with the Subaru Crosstrek. And you can see the headlights are super fogged, super scuffed. So I went and talked to the Amazonians on the interweb. And I got myself a headlight restoration kit. And we're going to give it a try. Alright, let's unbox this bad boy and see what you get. You get some tape, a sanding disc, some packets of things. Gloves, sandpaper, instructions. Nobody wants those. And that's it. All right, let's get started. All right, we're gonna start by just washing the headlight with some warm soapy water and a rag. Just to get the dirt and dust off. All right, next step is to mask off the area around the headlight so you don't get anything on the paint. So we'll do that, and that'll be very exciting. Okay, the next step is to hit it with this oxidation remover, and they give you 4 of these packets, so you're supposed to just keep going through them, and when it gets really dirty you just grab a new one, I guess. So let's try that. I'm trying to not get this on the car. Once you hit it with the oxidation remover, you're supposed to rinse it, so I'm wiping it down with just a damp cloth. And it's supposed to be hazy, they said, after you've done this step, so it appears to be getting hazy, so we've done our job. All right, so next, you're supposed to get the headlight wet with a spray bottle, which I don't have, so I'm just using a rag to kind of soak it. And then you're supposed to sand it with the 200 grit sandpaper on the sanding disc in a circular motion for 2 to 3 minutes. So we'll do that. That sounds like fun. It's super windy here in northern Siberia. So every 5 seconds my camera tripod blows over. Now we're going to rinse it. We finished with the 200 grit sandpaper. We're gonna hit it with the 300 grit sandpaper. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And there we have it. We've hit it with the 200 grit sandpaper for a couple minutes, and then the 300 grit sandpaper for a couple minutes. I think if I had a really nice car and not an old Subaru, I might take the headlight out to do this. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't gotten anything on the paint, but for an old Subaru, it's just fine. Okay, now we've hit it with the 200 and 300 grit sandpaper. You're supposed to buff it. Buff it like Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? Wasting away again in Margaritaville, working on my old Subaru Crosstrek. Now, you may notice, it looks like garbage. After all this work, it looks worse than ever. And that bothered me and concerned me, so I read the directions, something I'm not proud of, but they said this is normal. Okay, sure, it's normal. And it's all going to go away with the final step. So, let's keep the faith. All right, final step is you hit it with the ceramic clear coating. You're supposed to put on the second pair of gloves, which they did not include, so you guys lost a 1/10 of a star for that. You're supposed to hit it with this clear coating ceramic cloth in a horizontal direction with 50% overlap, so you know, whatever that means. %50 overlap, might be 48, might be 52, I don't know. Doing the best we can. You're supposed to do just one coat and call it good. Make sure hit the edges, make sure I got everything. Oh, this stuff smells good. Woo, doggy. All right, there we go. C'est la vie. Did that work? I don't know, we'll find out. All right, so here's the finished product. I gotta say, that looks pretty good. I don't know if it'll stay like that once it dries up. Here you can see I've got drip all over my Outback. That's why I say if I had a nice car, I was concerned about the paint, I'd probably take the headlight out to do this restoration kit. So let's peel the masking tape and see what it looks like. All right, so there we have it, the finished product. Not perfect, but a heck of a lot better than it was. I assume it's gonna stay that clear and not change. So yeah, overall, I mean, for the $11 I think I paid for that restoration kit, worth it. If you got old foggy headlights, give it a try. This seems like a good time to mention that Subaru Crosstreks need a lot of exercise, so if you're considering getting one, make sure that you can take them for a long walk every day. If you live in a small apartment in the city, it might not be the right car for you, so something to think about when considering the Subaru Crosstrek. On the front bumper of the Subaru, you pop that little thing out, and there's a spot in there to screw in this tow recovery bolt thing. That's kind of cool. Never knew that. Learn something new every day. So the last thing I wanted to do on this video is put in a wheel arch liner. I don't know if you can see that very well with the camera, but it's completely missing on this side. I think it probably got torn off in an off-roading experience. Previous owner. So I've got one here. Again, bought it from the Amazonians. We're gonna pull it out. See if we can't attach that to the car. I've realized it's going to be a lot easier with the car jacked up and the wheel off, so I'm getting into this awesome Mickey Mouse jack that comes with the Subaru because I don't have a floor jack yet. Make do with what you got. Here we go. Alright, I got the wheel up there. Now you should be able to see it's missing the plastic arch liner that would go in here. And it's a bunch of little body clips that, I don't know, go in here and there. And I think there's a bolt in front, blah, blah, blah. There's a little piece of it hanging off the bolt. Yeah, so we're gonna try to put it in. You can see the car's been undercoated because I live in northern Siberia where the road salt destroys everything, so I'm gonna get covered in undercoating. So it should be fun. Let's dive in. Now I'm having a dickens of a time. Of course, the screw bolt was so rusted it broke there. I got a lot of clips in, but it just doesn't want to come together right here on the front of the arch. It's like it shrunk in the dryer and the wash, or more likely the car's been in a fender bender or two and isn't quite right. So I'm gonna get the drill out and I'm gonna put some zip ties in it, because that's what every classy mechanic would do. So I zip tied that in there, and I'm gonna be honest, it looks like poop. I don't know if it's not quite the right part. It looks right. I think more likely the Subaru is moved around a bit. It's been off-roaded a few times, and I don't know. It looks like garbage. I don't think I'm gonna get it a lot better. Hopefully it will do its job and keep some of the mud and dirt out of the inside of the Subaru, and it'll go down the road a little bit longer. That's it. That's it for this video, 2014 Subaru Crosstrek. What would we like to do with this Crosstrek project car? We'd like to put a lift kit on it, mud tires, and a camo wrap. But it's my daughter's car, so we're just gonna keep it a normal car that runs and goes down the road safely with all-wheel drive and airbags. That's it. If you like watching some guy struggle doing basic mechanical work in his driveway, then like and subscribe. See you on the next video. We're gonna put a Liberty Walk wide body kit on my lawnmower. Yeah, that's right, Matt Armstrong. We back. Peace.